Hey guys, so now that you have your clean apples, you're going to make sure that you want to cut them. I just cut them right off the core in 4 big pieces, which is perfect for using the mandolin because it gets it very, very thin. My mandolin is the OXO brand. I just got it from Williams-Sonoma for our wedding, and it is perfect because it gives me like thin slices of apples or sweet potatoes, and you can make anything with it. It's perfect. So right now we're just going to make sure that we get all of our apples off. Move them aside, and then you're going to set your mandolin to the smallest width, which is 1/4. So this will make sure that they're nice thin slices so they all bake evenly like the inside of an apple pie. Once your mandolin is adjusted to the correct width that you want your apples, make sure that you put the guard on the mandolin and just start pushing it top to bottom. With the guard, it really makes sure that you don't slice your fingers off. You need to make sure that everything that could potentially get cut is away from the blade, because that is literally the sharpest blade you will ever use. So just keep slicing your apples until all your apples are done. About halfway into putting all your apples into the bowl, I like to start squeezing the lemon. If you guys do it all at the last point, it's a lot harder to evenly coat your apples. So if you just do it in layers, so I like to do it in thirds. So apples, lemon juice, apples, lemon juice, and then cinnamon. And it really makes sure that every single apple gets coated evenly with the cinnamon and the apples. I just like to get ground cinnamon from the grocery store. Since I go through it so fast, I just like to buy the big jar. Just continue making sure that your apples are not sticking together when you put them in the bowl. This is just perfect, so when you start mixing them, it's just easier on your hands. There's no easy way to do this, so I just like to throw my hands into the bowl and just start evenly mixing the lemon juice and the cinnamon onto the apples. By using the Granny Smith apples, it has a little bit of tang, so these apples are actually pretty sweet. Later in the season they'll get a little bit more tangy, so I didn't have to add any added sugar, so it's literally only just a 3-ingredient recipe. So just make sure that all your apples are evenly coated with your cinnamon and your lemon juice to make sure that it tastes perfect when they get out of the oven. You can use anything to bake your apples. I just had 3 little ramekins, so what I did is I made sure that all the apples were evenly divided between the 3 ramekins. You can use a pie dish if you like. If you have a full 8-inch pie dish, just make sure you use 4 apples because then it'll evenly fill the pie dish. By using ramekins, it's a personalized size, so that way that you can put a dollop of ice cream on top or just enjoy as is, and you aren't just sitting there eating the entire pie, which is totally fine if you guys want to eat the entire pie. But this is just what I had, so I decided to use our little ramekins. I like to fill the ramekins as high as I can because they do sweat and shrink when you bake them. So I really packed all the apple slices right into those ramekins to make sure that there was enough apples when they cook down that you would be satisfied with just a scoop of ice cream on top. Preheat your oven to 315 degrees. You can go up if you like. I just like it to have a slow simmer when it comes to the apples. Place them in a baking pan and set in the oven for 1 hour.